All right, so we are at Goldee's this morning, the #1 rated barbecue joint in Texas. And in this video, we're gonna check it out. All right, so we are here with John at Goldee's Barbecue. Thanks so much for giving us some time this morning.
Of course.
So tell us, how did Goldee's Barbecue start?
Goldee's Barbecue started with 5 guys that have just been friends since elementary school. We worked at a lot of different barbecue restaurants, worked at a lot of restaurants in general, and we came together basically to open this place up.
I mean, there is like 75 people here and you are still like 2.5 hours out of opening.
Yeah.
Like, tell us, how much meat do you go through in the 3 days that you're open?
I think between the 3 days that we're open, I think we're doing 150 briskets, 150 racks of ribs. That's kind of like, that's just 50 a day. All 3 days are almost equally as busy. We're doing, I think, around 300 pounds of sausage and probably about 75 turkeys.
Wow. And brisket is obviously the #1 menu item?
Yeah. Or the pork ribs. I think people really, they usually get a pound of brisket and a pound of pork ribs.
Yeah. All right, so we are here with Pitmaster Kim. Obviously, brisket, super popular.
Yeah.
Pork ribs, super popular. Can you tell us a bit about the process?
Yeah, absolutely. So usually we come in anywhere between 5 and 7 a.m. depending on kind of what your task is for the day. We touch up the briskets that are already trimmed from the night before. We go ahead and start seasoning them. So our process is very basic. We do a seasoning, salt, pepper, and if you want to know more about how we make that as well, we go more into depth on Jirby's channel on his YouTube. Once they're seasoned up, we go ahead and bring them outside, load them on the smoker, kind of going from the largest down to the smallest brisket, ensuring that they are all evenly spaced out, but as well as spaced out as far away from the fire as possible too. Those go on typically anywhere from 10 to 12 hours. Once they are kind of at the kind of crispiness yet tenderness we are looking for, at about 205 degrees typically, we go ahead and wrap in foil, and then we rest for the rest of the night until service the next morning.
So you smoke the whole way through, and then you wrap at the end just to rest and hold.
Just at the very end to rest in foil paper, yes.
Yep.
It's highly disputed. Lots of people do parchment paper, they do foil all the way through, they do foil boats, the Texas crutch, but as processes have evolved here at Goldee's, they have realized that foil paper resting is the ultimate way for us to go, and it ensures the best product for us.
Absolutely. And I mean, the product speaks for itself. You draw people from all over the world, and they obviously love the pork ribs too. So can you tell us about the pork ribs?
Absolutely. So the pork ribs, those get trimmed up early week. One of the cool things about our pork ribs is we actually reserve the trimmings too. So we utilize that to make one of our sides, the pork hash, that we do serve over rice. So it's a fun way to be able to repurpose something that normally would be tossed out. But once the ribs are trimmed up and seasoned, they do come outside, and we do throw those onto our M&M rotisserie smoker that we have standing behind us. And the cool thing about that is those do constantly rotate, and the damper on there kind of works on its own magic. So we don't have to mess with it too much. Those typically go about 4 to 5 hours currently. And once they're kind of at the temp we're looking for, desired color, we go ahead and pull them out, get our foil sheets ready, and again, we don't wrap and rest until the end in foil paper, and we just do a light rib glaze, go ahead and wrap those up, and then we'll go ahead and bring them inside and rest those until service. Typically about an hour or two, hopefully.
Okay, and obviously getting that #1 spot in the Texas Monthly, that must have been one heck of a feeling.
Yes.
How was that, and how did that change things for Goldee's?
Honestly, we've been very blessed. We've consistently been busy. We haven't had a weekend where we don't meet somebody from some far out countries such as
Australia.
Australia, yes. We've had anywhere from Germany, we've had Venezuelans, Colombians. So it's very wonderful kind of to see how we've been able to bring this element of Texas barbecue and live fire cooking down to so many other pockets of the world where people have the interest, and we're able to bring that experience to them no matter how close or how far.
All right, so we are just about to eat. We got some ribs, pork belly, brisket, some sides. This all looks amazing. Here with my dad. He's excited. Let's try it. Bites clean off the bone. That flavour is absolutely incredible. It's got such a unique flavour that is honestly one of, if not the best, pork rib I've ever had. Might be the best bite of barbecue I've ever had. Now we got the pork belly. We're saving the best for last, the brisket. The best brisket I've ever had. Alright, so if you guys are ever in Texas, make sure you check out Goldee's Barbecue. It's the best barbecue I have ever had.